Hello, everyone. This is I don't know why it took so long to start it.
Yeah, why did you take so long? You waited like 5 seconds to know.
I'm gay. Anyways, this is the Not So Perfect podcast. We skipped today because I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, we didn't necessarily skip like because our schedule is like once a week, and
Yeah, I mean we just
we
we
were
just
supposed to
missed
do
it
it
by a day.
yesterday, but like, I mean, at least we're doing it weekly. We were waiting for more news to come out. Let's just say that we'll be
Yeah, not the
professional
real
about it.
reason that
Yeah,
I
not the
just didn't want
totally
to do
real
it,
reason.
but that
It's
we
all
were
right. It's all
waiting
right.
for the real big hitters to come out.
Yeah.
Like the first topic I have here.
All right.
Have you heard
I'm
of
excited
a
for this.
little indie game by the name of The Binding of Isaac?
Yes, I have. I've played it. It's
Or
a good
The
game.
Binding of Isaac Rebirth?
Yes, those good games. Yeah.
Well, have you heard of also the new Nintendo console?
Maybe. What is that new Nintendo console?
It's called the GameCube.
God damn it.
So The Binding of Isaac,
We can't give them false
The
information.
Binding of Isaac comes out on the GameCube
No, you
soon.
can't say that. People might actually believe us for just a second and then go, "What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?"
on a little tiny disc that looks like a little baby disc you get out of those cereal boxes back in
Yeah.
like early 2000s,
Yeah.
and then you put them in your little computer and
What
it
he is
doesn't work.
saying is the Binding of Isaac Rebirth is coming out for the Nintendo Switch.
I don't know if that's
Which
true.
is pretty. I think that's pretty cool. I like that Nintendo is getting like the indie developers going on it this time around.
Nicholas is the
Um,
developers of that game. It's a pretty fun game.
yeah, it is a
So
fun game.
there's also launching our Switch ports of several classic indie games such as Human Resource Machine, Little
Yep,
Inferno, and World of Goo are now all
nice,
available for the system for $10 each.
good games. Those are all good games, and the fact that it's easy to port. It seems like it's easy to port those games over to the Switch, which was another thing people were worrying about. Was like, how easy is it going to be to make games for the Nintendo Switch? So, I mean,
I feel like if you don't already have the Binding of Isaac on, like, I think they have it on the like 3DS and stuff. But if you don't already have it on there, this would be a good alternative for like mobile
well, see, the problem with
Binding of
the
Isaac.
the 3DS one is it's on the new 3DS, the one that like barely anybody has.
Hmm.
So
I thought it
it's
also was on because I almost bought it for my
no,
2DS.
no, it's not available on the 2DS. I think it's only available on the new
I
3DS.
think you're a liar because I saw it on my
All
3DS
right,
store.
then I'm wrong, but fuck you.
Okay,
Um,
well, anyways, besides this Joker being wrong, yeah, you can pick it up. Uh, this is the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Um, arrives March 17th, so today for
yeah,
$40. So that gives you Rebirth, Afterbirth, and then Afterbirth Plus.
which not a bad deal.
Yeah, I mean, if you already have it on PC and you're just looking for a mobile port, that's I guess it's good. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
yeah,
horrible at the game, so
yeah. All right, so this is Binding of Isaac is only playable on the new Nintendo 3DS XL system.
what the fuck? Why would I be
I'm
able to
reading
buy
this
it?
off of Nintendo.com.
Why would I not be able to, or why would I be able to buy it if I
I
couldn't play
don't
it?
know. I
Well,
don't know.
anyways, besides stupid Nintendogs or whatever we're talking about,
Yeah,
you know, there's a little system that I have grown accustomed to over the last couple of months,
yeah,
actually years, called the Xbox One.
yep.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Nope.
Um, it's the predecessor to the wildly classic
First Xbox.
Xbox 360,
Yeah, and the first Xbox, which who the
and
fuck knows what the numbering system is anymore.
it's gonna go Scorpio after this, so there's
Yeah,
no
they're
numbers.
just they're going to fucking astronomy.
Yeah.
it's fucking
Anyways, so I think a normal uh Xbox One S right now is going for about 300 ish, or at least it was 300 ish, 400 ish, maybe.
yeah.
I don't know about 400. But now you can get a limited edition 1 terabyte Xbox One S Battlefield 1 bundle for only $240, which is fucking wild. Like, I bought my
Pretty
Xbox
neato.
like $600 or 500, whatever it was, like when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I will be able to buy it, but I will certainly sometime down the road get a Scorpio, because fucking I hate running games on Xbox One. It fucking gives me cancer. It's
Yeah.
like it's I like the console itself because I like the interface of Xbox,
Yeah.
but just the way they run games just is horrible. Like, they're all like framey and shitty. So hopefully with the whole like upgraded nature of the Scorpio,
Yeah.
it would be good.
Hopefully. I'm I'm very skeptical of it. It's kind of like the PS4 Pro. It's like, sure, it can run 4K and stuff like that, but the PS4 Pro isn't worth it for some games. Like, if you don't have a PS4, I guess go for the PS4 Pro, but uh,
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there.
all right.
Yeah.
What else we got?
There's a little game made by
I
some
like it.
people.
It's always, there's this little console, there's this little game that's coming out, there's
Yeah,
this, little thing that you might have found out about. Like, it's
there's
always little.
there's
It's,
this video game
what are you, Jay Leno?
that's coming out some point in time. I don't know when,
Okay.
but what's from the what the fuck, closed beta for blah 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 blah. I don't know. Anyways, it's the Lawbreakers
Yep.
closed beta, which is
Is that
starting March 16th, aka yesterday.
isn't that Cliffy B? That's his new
Oh
project,
yeah,
his new love
Cliffy
child.
Blazinski's
Yeah,
new PC
Cliffy
shooter.
B. If you don't know, which I don't know why you
He was
wouldn't.
actually God's son.
He made the famous game Jazz Jackrabbit.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah. And
and then a lesser known game called Gears of War.
and then an even lesser known game called Call of Duty.
He didn't. Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
oh
Come
yeah, that
on,
was
man.
Robert Bowling.
Yeah, come on.
Actually, he didn't
No, but
make
he
it.
did make Jazz Jackrabbit, so
Is that a thing?
that was an MS DOS platforming game back in the the 80s or whatever. Is
Nice.
pretty. That was where he started off, and then he went to make Gears of War. I don't know the jump there. Um,
There's a
but yeah,
platforming jump.
Lawbreakers.
But yeah,
It looks all
so
right.
I played a little bit of the closed alpha, like, or the closed beta, whichever one it was, like a few months ago, and it was pretty cool when I played it.
Yeah,
But apparently, this is a closed beta, so you have to get an invite. I did get an invite like 4 days ago, so I've been
yeah,
thinking about downloading it again just to give it another shot.
yeah.
But it begins March 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and ends on March 19th
All
at
right.
9 p.m.
Um,
or 12
this
a.m.
is
Eastern time.
incoming news from my Twitter feed. Do you know Rice Pirate?
Yep.
Um, you probably already know this, or you might not have. He voiced the Fernando skin, the newest Fernando skin for Paladins.
The newest? Well, there's a new one?
Yeah, there's a new Gundam-looking skin, as he calls it, for Fernando.
Dude,
Um,
fucking sweet.
and he voiced it, which that's interesting to me that they have like a different voice for him normally, but I guess if he's a robot Gundam looking character now, you know,
He's a robotsman.
he's a robotsman. But yeah, just a little.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I can't wait to not buy that because I'm poor. I wasted all of my money on buying the fucking Drogo skin, which I
Yeah,
still
way to
think was.
fucking go.
It's a good skin. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The best
All
skin
right.
that's in the game currently.
Continue on your
Anyways,
subjects.
uh, yeah. So basically, everyone who participated in the alpha is automatically in the closed beta. So I guess I was in the alpha, so that was last year.
All right.
Um, does it have a? No, it does not. I don't know. I don't know if it has an actual release date yet. So if you go to lawbreakers.com /notupvirus.com, you can get a beta key, I think, or something.
Okay.
I think you have to sign up for it. Maybe
I
they're not even
mean,
doing that. I don't know.
I'm down to maybe try it. I'm kind of, class-based shootered out
Yeah.
as of late. Um, Mainly because I've been playing Rainbow Six. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's a class-based shooter basically, but it's a lot different than those ones. But I don't know. It might be a good game. Might end up in the field of Battleborn.
Oh, well.
And we'll be all sad. So, what else do you?
Going along on that tangent, if you go to lawbreakers.nexon.net, and then I think if you just go to news, it'll, or maybe even like just that lawbreakers.nexon.net, you can see in the top right it says sign up for beta, and you can sign up for that, I suppose. It took me a while to get my code when I first signed
Yeah.
up like last year, so don't be discouraged if after like 4 days they still haven't given you one, which
Hmm.
which actually you only have 3 days to play it, so that's
You gotta
why.
pay for this, right? This isn't a free to play, right?
What, Lawbreakers?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I'm
Hmm.
assuming it's probably going to be pay to play
Yeah.
because I mean
That's what it
it.
seems like it's been lately for a lot of these games,
Yeah, I
but
don't know. I don't know if Cliffy B would be generous enough to get free to play.
yeah,
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Okay, and coming in third on the list, or I mean fourth, because I'm an idiot and don't know how to count. Fourth on the list, we have some new, or not new, old Disney games. There's 6 of them. They are 6 classic Disney games coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That is the personal computer. In the new compilation pack.
Compilation pack, yeah.
Yeah, compilation.
Yep.
And so in, what is this? It says the Disney Afternoon Collection arrives in April, supposedly.
And what's on this collection?
It says Capcom is launching a new collection of classic 8-bit Disney games for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Launching on April 18th, the Disney Afternoon Collection games comes with Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2, Darkwing Duck and Dick Tales Duck Tales 2, and Tailspin. Those are all classics, honestly. I love Dick
I
Tales
I'm a
2.
little bit upset that they do not have, like, I understand those games, all great games. I wish they would have had like Aladdin,
Okay.
like, because Capcom made I believe they made the Sega version.
Sega
Uh,
Saturn.
no, for the Sega Genesis.
Sega Saturn this white male. Sega
I can't
Saturn.
remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a Google like program which you could look
Yeah,
things
no,
up.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm trying to
anyways,
find it because I thought it
anyways,
was made by Capcom, but
maybe it isn't. Maybe it's made by
maybe it's
Darkwing
not.
Duck. I don't know.
Maybe you're by Darkwing Duck.
So all of the games include new features and content, starting with a rewind feature where you can skip back in time by holding down a button. There's also a new time attack mode with leaderboards where players can compete for the fastest times on a given course. The rewind feature does not work in time attack mode.
That
Additionally, the
makes sense.
games feature a boss rush mode where players can skip directly to boss battles. The rewind feature also does not work with this.
Okay.
Additionally, concept art, music, and other fun extras in quotations for the games are included with the Disney Afternoon Collection,
All right.
says Capcom. So if you have never played those games, or you did play those games and you you wanted to play them again, just pick it up. It's only $20 for all systems.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. Um, what else we got?
Supposedly, also, people attending WonderCon in Los Angeles, that's March 31st to April 2nd, can play the Disney Afternoon Collection at Capcom's booth on the show floor.
Oh, wow,
So if
nice.
for some reason you're going to WonderCon, you can play that.
Never heard of WonderCon, honestly.
I think I have before. I don't remember
Have
what
you?
it's at WonderCon. It's
Hmm.
something cool, probably. Or something
Well,
entirely lame. I don't know.
if you know anything about the internet, by the way,
I don't.
um,
Never been on the internet one day in my
as
life.
of late, there's been a lot of memes surfacing
Don't don't do this.
around Mass Effect Andromeda. And that game is coming out the 21st. So that's in 4 days. It's going to be released. People have already been in like the closed beta and whatever, checking out the multiplayer. But there's gifs online of the horrifying animations from the characters, and they're honestly the funniest thing. So if you want to find something funny on the internet, just look up gifs of Mass Effect Andromeda, and you will just find a plethora of bad, terrible animation. Um, which it's interesting because there's a couple comparison gifs of Mass Effect Andromeda compared to like Mass Effect 3. And it's amazing how much the animation is better in 3 compared to Andromeda. So I don't.
I'm sure like the first one was even better. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, I mean,
the
the first
animation
one
in
is,
fucking Diablo 2 is better.
well, yeah, but it's interesting to see like it go that downhill into uncanny valley of just garbage, um, which makes me kind of skeptical for the release. Other things people were saying was like about the plot, like the first like few hours of the game are just kind of is what I've heard. Um, which I mean, it's probably going to be a long game because it's a Mass Effect game. But if the first few hours don't like grip you, like you're gonna have to suffer through it and then get to the good shit. So
Get to the good shit
I
right
was
there,
never.
right there.
Then again, take this from a fan of or not a fan of Mass Effect, because I really didn't enjoy Mass Effect that much. Um, I
Yeah, I've
just thought it was
never
very empty and boring. So
yeah, never
that's just
been
me.
interested in those games either. Like I've seen gameplay, and like all I've really seen is just you go to planets and you mine stuff from them, like their minerals, and then you go
No,
back to
that's
your
No
ship.
Man's Sky. It's a
No,
different
you go
game.
back to the Normandy or whatever, right? That's what it's called. And then you can
Yes.
buy fish, and that's all I know.
And then you can have sex with blue women.
And
Um,
big old monster men can penetrate you.
yep. That's the whole game. That's it.
That's all that's come. That's all that that game
I've
says.
noticed there's a lot of the gifts. There's no like fighting. There's none of that. It's just like talking with people.
Mm,
So
maybe it's
I don't
just
know.
a conversation piece.
Maybe it's just a dating sim.
Maybe it's just a KFC Georgia Gold
Why are
honey mustard
you?
barbecue.
We're not sponsored. You can't
This is
just.
an advertisement on this website, so I think we are.
We are not.
It's
We are not
specifically
sponsored.
tailored to me. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
got any other subjects?
Fortunately, I do. Um, we have. There's this new video game. It's also an old video game at the same time. It's an old video game franchise,
Okay.
beloved by many, hated by some. It is called Quake, and their
Ah,
new video
yes.
game called Quake Champions is Quake. You know, the classic old Quake where you go up the little jump pads, you shoot the dudes and they explode into guts, and then you get shot in the middle of the air and you die and you get mad and you throw your keyboard out your window and it kills your dog. And then
Yeah, that true story.
you respawn and then you get blasted in the back of the head with a shotgun. It's
Yeah,
great. I've played Quake Live once a long time ago when my computer was still a piece of garbage. Um, like for a while, I didn't have a actual dedicated graphics card because I fucking bought the wrong one. So I had to wait like 2 months for that to all go through. So I just played Quake and TF2 a little bit, which I could barely do.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, Quake Champions. It's the id game.
yep,
The people of Doom, so it's very Doom-esque. I've watched some videos. It looks exactly like the Doom multiplayer, which is not a bad thing because the
yeah.
new Doom's multiplayer is like fucking beautiful.
Is
Um,
it a lot more like? Is there a lot more going on in the Quake version? Because I know Quake was all about like going like off jump pads and shit like that.
yeah,
Is it a lot?
it's
I
it's a lot busier of maps. A lot of
okay.
Doom maps I remember were just like it's just like an arena, you know, like most Quake maps were, but
Yeah,
there was nothing really going on other than just like there's just you know random bits and pieces of armor everywhere, and sometimes a chainsaw would spawn or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
But then in this game, it seems a lot more busy. There's a lot more traffic going
yeah,
on. They look a bit smaller. Um, you know, obviously these are just to show off the champions to see or to show you how good they are. But there's this new champion called Scale Bearer.
okay.
He is he's just a big motherfucker. I watched his trailer that they have here. He honestly looks like the character that I would play the most. He's a big fucking fat dude, and he can if he like goes off a jump pad and then lands on someone, he kills them. If he like runs into people with his special ability, he kills them. Like they gib and they just like explode everywhere. It's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just a big ol' bully. He just bullies people. Um, so yeah, basically Quake Champions. If you've played the original Quakes, you just know that it's like you are a Marine dude or whatever you know, and you're
yeah.
just shooting people. Well, in this game, they actually have champions and pretty fun looking. I want to play it.
It seems like a lot of the shooters that are coming out now are resorting to the heroes slash champions kind of thing. Um, which I mean isn't a bad thing. It's nice to see like shooters actually have something different than Call of Duty,
Yeah.
where everybody's basically the same and you just get different weapons. Um,
Well, that's not
so
entirely true. The new one, the new Call of Duty, was
if we
toying with that idea.
we don't talk about that one.
It was fine. If it was a
It
free game, it
was
would have been a
yeah,
fine game.
if it was free, I would have been like, wow, I didn't waste money on this. Or because we played the free weekend and it was
Yeah.
like, all right, this is okay. But again, the issue that I had was fucking stupid. Um it made me very, very upset. And yeah, it's whatever. It's I'm not a fan of Call of Duty anymore. I'm not like I used to be. Um,
Very
but
confused here.
fun thing about Quake, I remember back when I was in high school, uh, there was these computers that we had um, for like computer design classes and stuff. And what we ended up doing is somebody managed to get Quake 3 on all of the computers. And I remember we would just play it like during class when our projects were over. And the teacher was like, eh, whatever. You know, like there's blood, there's, body parts flying around. And it's like, what,
It's
it
fine.
was a fun time doing that. Fun time doing that.
Very fun time. I've never played any of the Quakes besides Quake Live, like I said earlier,
They're good
but
games. Good games.
I've also never played any Dooms other than the new Doom, which I loved.
Yeah.
That's like honestly, like I think that was my favorite game of last year.
All right.
Pretty much the best game of all time. Anyways, so along with like I didn't know this, but apparently Quake Champions will be free to play. Um, you can there is a separate option to just outright buy the game,
Okay. What is
but
that? What
but
does that
like
entail?
but free to play is you have to like rent or I think you could probably buy them too. It's just says rent here, but
You just
you,
rent
yeah,
champions
you
for
just
a
rent the
brief period of
champion.
time?
Yeah.
All right.
Um.
That's a different way of doing things, which, I can appreciate.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Battleborn
Yeah, yeah.
and Paladins. Well, maybe not Battleborn because Battleborn was pay to play, but Paladins, you pay or you don't pay at all, and then you get the champions, and you have to buy them with
Yeah.
the currency and stuff, or you could just buy the pack or whatever, and you get them all at once,
Yeah,
along
yeah.
with a bunch of shit. Which is it's a good. Oh yeah, speaking of that, there is actually, we'll have to pull it up, but there is a fucking sale right now
Okay.
for Paladins. They had it's like what is it?
Oh,
Where the fuck did it go? Oh yeah, right here. To celebrate the closed beta on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you can save 25% on the Founders Pack for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So the Founders Pack is just basically like you pay the what is it like
yeah.
$20? It would be like $15 or $16 or something.
It's
Um,
kind of like what we did with Rainbow Six. We bought the full version. Is that what you're kind of
well, no,
saying?
you get all of the characters
Oh, okay.
unlocked. You
All
get
right.
all the characters,
That's even
and
better.
you also get like a bunch of chests, I think, as well as you get a special mount,
Okay.
um, as well as something else, I think. I don't remember at this point, but
All
yeah,
right.
you get a bunch of that shit. You get like essence and stuff, I think now. I can't really remember, but also in the news, there's it's also going to be 30% off Radiant chests on Paladins from now through Sunday. So
Just sneak that Paladins thing in there.
I love Paladins. It's a good game. I haven't played it in a while, but they're adding in new people, so I'm fucking dude. Like
Um,
they just keep adding shit. Like there's like they literally just
yeah.
added a person in. There's another person like coming out like next week or something.
Fun fact also, also another just in kind of post. Um, that Mass Effect thing where like their faces are all freaky and stuff.
Yeah.
There is no fix for that. So you're going to be playing Mass Effect Andromeda with the derpiest looking faces, which I can imagine there's going to be some pretty funny videos coming out soon of these ridiculous faces. So um I'm excited to see the hilariousness. So
Let the hilariousness ensue.
we got anything else?
Seeing as how we're like kind of short on time. I mean, not short on
Yep.
time, but we're early on time for the first time. I don't know, man. I mean, there's nothing really crazy
There's
going on.
well, besides Twitch held the Power Rangers marathon,
Oh yeah,
which was very interesting to see people reacting to a show that I used to watch when I was younger. Um, it's it's definitely a nostalgia trip watching it on Twitch. Um, but then looking at the chat, like some of the shit's just hilarious. The
yeah. I've
people,
never. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
the things people say in the chat, like I'm I'm glad that they did this. As much as I know it was kind of a semi promotion for the movie,
Yeah.
um, but at the same time, having that promotion be something is kind of unique and as fun as like just putting the whole fucking series on Twitch is great. Um, and I'm glad to see that they got a lot of press for that. Uh, also, since it's just about the end of the podcast, um, we had the charity stream, which
Mm-hmm.
went very well in terms of viewership and getting ourselves going with that. We made $40, which I mean, I was expecting a couple $5 donations here and there. But
Those were my two friends from high school,
yeah,
Austin and Austin. So thank both of the Austins. They at least one of them will watch this. So
yeah,
thank you, Austin. You know who
yeah.
you are.
You you wanna? He did ask for a shout out. I believe,
Yeah, he
and
said. Yeah, he said on the podcast. At least this'll get me a shout out on the podcast. So
was it Austin Boston? Was that?
yeah, Austin
Yeah.
Boston
Okay.
on Twitch.
Um.
I've
Yeah. So
been
thank you,
playing a
thank you
lot
for
of
your donation.
yeah, I've been playing a lot of fucking Yu-Gi-Oh with him recently because
Yeah.
we're doing this thing on the Xbox One that apparently, I mean, I haven't really heard of anyone doing this, mostly because everyone is an adult and just pays for their own games. But you can do this thing called game sharing, and it's which you just send, like you put their information on your Xbox and you put your information on their Xbox, and then you set it as your home console, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
So when they buy a game, you get the game for free. So
Yeah.
we've been doing that for a couple of days now. It's pretty cool because I'm a poor boy.
Yeah, I
And
am. I am also a very poor boy, especially after my car decided to break down. But that's not a story that we'll necessarily worry about.
for now,
Yeah.
until Spicy Details comes out, in which
What do you mean
Robin,
spicy details? The
Robin,
truck
your
is
roommate,
dead.
yeah, your roommate, he sabotaged your vehicle.
That was the whole plan the whole time. He was
Yeah,
like,
he
"I'm gonna
just,
sabotage his vehicle."
and then he's gonna die on the road, and I'm gonna steal all his stuff.
I actually had a dream that I was mowing the
Naked?
lawn and
Oh,
the lawnmower died.
nice.
It
So just
was
everything you touches dies.
everything I touch dies. So
Everything
I'm going to
touches
be
one way.
visiting Braxton.
Don't
And
do that.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Hold the presses. By the way, so Diablo 3, that classic game. I loved it. It was fun. Apparently the Necromancer, a long-awaited character, is actually finally being shown here. It's being
well,
announced soon.
congratulations, Diablo 3. I don't know what your player base is at the moment, but
A lot. People love this game still.
yeah.
It's really
Well, that's
fun to just listen to like chill ass music and play this game for like 5 hours straight.
yeah.
If you're like feeling shitty after like a long day of just being a piece of shit, fucking play this game, listening to your favorite tunes. But yeah, so
Your favorite jams.
after a significant amount of teasing, Diablo 3 formally announced the incoming arrival of its Necromancer class. At last year's BlizzCon, Blizzard has now revealed more on what to expect from the reimagining of Diablo 2's supernatural beings.
All right.
Necromancers can expect darker, more controlled gameplay centered around the raw materials of life, blood and bone, reads the Necromancer overview that landed last year. So yeah, if you wanna, I'm gonna start doing a new thing in which I actually put all these stories in the description. I did it. I think I did it last week, so I'm gonna do it again this week. So keep an eye out for that one. If
All
you're
right.
really into Diablo
Diablo.
and you are too lazy to look it up yourself,
No.
I will put it in the description below.
All right.
So I guess that's probably gonna
That's
end
probably
it.
gonna cut it for today. Yep.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes is about good, I suppose.
You know, we went through these stories pretty quick, but there weren't that many stories going on this week. Again, we totally missed yesterday because we were waiting for a couple more stories, but it's fine.
Totally.
Yeah, we were totally doing that. All right.
Well, that'll about wrap it up for this week's episode of the Not So Perfect podcast. If you would, or if you enjoyed, not if you would, but if you enjoyed, please leave a like rating on this video
Yeah,
and
and
press the subscribe button
yeah.
and go watch Four Guys Fries Gaming or Four Guys Gaming Fries Madden.
Don't
What was
watch a
it?
shitty Madden video.
It has like 1 million views.
No,
Go
it has a
watch
lot
it.
of views and I don't fucking understand it.
Yeah, it's the same with my fucking Cheeto video. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, just go watch that. Subscribe to both of these channels, and we will see you next week. Probably, maybe if we don't have to look for more stories.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.